It's been a tough month since most restrictions were relaxed. Some have since been reinstated, and that's likely to be as far as it goes.
The best way out of this pandemic is to continue to stand strong and push through.
The Premier's commitment to the strategy is steadfast.
The only alternative is to go into lockdown.
Are you saying that there's nothing between the restrictions, the minimal restrictions that are in place now, and a lockdown?
What we are seeing with Omicron very clearly is a less severe disease, but one that is highly transmissible.
That doesn't mean the hospital system isn't stretched and the workforce weary.
Last night I was in the hospital at 1 a.m. The senior nurse helping me look after patients in the COVID ward was the same nurse at 1 a.m. who'd been there at 7 a.m. when we'd handed over. She'd been there all day, double shift.
There are more than 2,500 people in hospital. 203 need intensive care.
If you are not fully vaccinated, you are 6 times more likely to end up in hospital and 13 times more likely to end up in ICU.
17 more people have died, and there are 29,500 new cases.
Omicron is very infectious. It moves like wildfire, and most people just catch Omicron before they've been able to get their booster shot.
A survey of businesses shows the contagion has had consequences for confidence.
40% of businesses are worried about their cash flow for the next 3 months. 60% of businesses are in an altered trading pattern.
The government has announced support for major events that are cancelled or impacted. Festival organisers will have access to a $45 million fund to cover most of their losses. It's welcome news in Tamworth, where the Country Music Festival has been postponed.
At the moment, we would estimate that we've spent probably $1.2 million on all the work that's done prior to the event being staged.
The government is hopeful that it can weather the next month or so and then things will start to improve. But there's also an acknowledgement that there's anger from some in the community and businesses are hurting. So there's a promise of more financial support for the hospitality and entertainment industries to be unveiled in the coming days. Ashley Raper, ABC News, Sydney.